In this tutorial, you'll learn how to activate the Circumstances of Admissions tagging field. This classification setting refers to why the rescuer brought in the animal. First, I'll talk about how to activate the field, and then how to customize some terms, and then how to use it in the patient record. So the classification fields are hidden by default. If you want to manually use them, you need to activate them, and here's how. So you go up to the settings, and then in this box over here under Wormed, you'll click on classification tagging. Here you'll see a list of the 3 different classifications that we use in Wormed, and you'll see a warning, and this warning refers to the consequences of editing or deleting your custom terms. And then finally, you'll see the Show Classification fields. And here is where you're going to click Yes to activate that field. Click on Update Classification Settings. And as you scroll down, you'll see different tabs of the classifications. If you want to customize the Circumstances of Admissions tags, click on the Circumstances of Admissions tab. You'll see all these different terms are already pre-populated, and these terms come from the Clinical Wildlife Health Initiative. And you can use the terms in this classification tagging system as is, or you can create your own custom terms for specific classifications that your hospital encounters. So let's make some custom terms. So the most important thing to remember about the custom term is that it must be assigned to an existing root or leaf node of the terminology hierarchy. So for example, animal interaction, that's a root term. We can click on this, and there's some additional, more specification here. And let's say we click on this, you could see that there's domestic animal interaction, we have cat or dog interaction. But let's say we want to specify the type of cat interaction. So we'll click on Add Child Term, and let's say we want to say feral cat. So once we add our term, we click Enter. We can add additional terms too in the same category. So let's say we're going to add a distinguishing feature, let's say pet cat. So you can add more than one specification, but you'll see here now we have edit or remove. So that indicates that they're your custom terms. So we can go back to this warning, right? So if we edit a custom term, all saved terms for your patients with that term will update from the old term to the new term. So it'll affect globally all of your patients with that term. If you delete a custom term, all saved terms for your patients with that term, so that word itself, will be permanently deleted, and that cannot be undone. So here, if we want to maybe check spelling, we can click our edit. We can make any changes we want to. We click enter. And if we decide we don't want that, then we click remove, and you're going to be warned, right, that all saved custom terms will also be deleted across all of your patients. So if you're okay with that, then click OK, and then that custom term will be removed. Once you've done all of the things that you need to do on this page, click on the Update Classification Settings. So now let's see how this affects the patient record. So let's go to the dashboard. So let's go to a patient record, click on this raccoon, and go to the Initial Care tab. And scroll down to the Intake panel, and you'll see here Circumstances of Admission. So once we click there, then the list of tags will appear. So let's say this raccoon was entrapped in a building, and let's say that he was a little friendly. So as you can see, we can add multiple tags to this category. We can also indicate whether something is confirmed or suspected. So we know for sure that he was entrapped in a building. But let's say with this friendliness, we're suspecting it, but we're not really sure. Here you can see that the color has changed. So there's color coding as well for confirmed or suspected. If you think maybe you don't need this tag, then you can simply press the delete button and that tag will disappear. After you've finished writing your tags, click on Update Patient Record. And as you can see, that tag is there. And that is how you tag for circumstances of admission.